welcome. This is another edition of 90 Day Fiance. Let's judge together. Finding a little low there. I had a little head start. What can I say? Cheers. So, this is 90 Day Fiance the Other Way, Season 2, Episode 6. And the title is Don't Grumpy Stop. All right. Let's start with Devon and Jihoon. Now, Devon and Jihoon, this segment is mainly about Elicea bitching, complaining, bitching, threatening, bitching, complaining, whining, pouting, whining, bitching, and complaining. It's quite a whole storyline that unfolds. Actually, not at all. It's just one note. It's just this woman complaining. She doesn't feel safe. Okay, I have been to Seoul, and I don't think there is a dangerous neighborhood in Seoul. There might be a place where maybe it's not even that big of a tourist city for people to be like going looking to pick pockets in a certain tourist area. Frankly, when I was there and I went to like the palaces, which are beautiful, oh my god, they have amazing, Seoul's an amazing city. I actually loved it. Most of the tourists were Chinese, Japanese, Taiwanese. It was mostly Asian tourists. There weren't a lot of Europeans. There were no Americans. I didn't bump into any Americans. I'm sure they were there, but working there, but I just didn't meet any. This is a very low crime country, extremely low crime. They're organized and they're respectful. And, do they have, prostitution, and do they have rackets being run and things like that? Yeah, of course they do. Scams, of course they do. But this is not like a dangerous country. People don't have guns. It's not dangerous. So she's so worried about, I don't feel safe here. I don't feel safe here. Just shut up. You're looking at the world through American eyes because everyone here has guns and a knife collection. And, no, it's fine. You're fine. You may not like it. It may not be a pretty neighborhood. It may be a poor working class neighborhood, but you're okay. Trust me. Korea should be more afraid of Elicea than Elicea should be afraid of Korea. Okay. I do have to say, though, even Jihoon and Jihoon's parents are like, oh, wow, this is a really crappy neighborhood. But they don't mean in the sense that it's dangerous. But they're like, yeah, they're like, why did you pick or why did you let her pick such a sad neighborhood? It is a little depressing. The neighborhood definitely does suck, but again, it's not dangerous. It's just probably out of ways, and it's working class. And you know what? I feel like, honestly, the apartment inside is not bad at all. It's just small. But apartments in Asia are small. All of these countries, unless you're really rich, a sign of wealth is having space. These apartments in countries like Taiwan and China and Japan, and they're tiny. They're tiny. Korea, they're very small. Space is at a premium. Real estate's expensive. Rents are expensive. So it's like New York. The rents are really high. So if you want a place that has any space at all, you have to have like 3 roommates. But if you want to look for something that's just for you, you're going to have to be in a neighborhood like the Bronx, and you're going to have to be in a tiny place. Even in the Bronx, if you don't have much money, you're going to rent a place that's tiny, like a little studio. So too much is made of that. It's ridiculous. So Jihoon actually tries to blame Devan for picking such a terrible place. Well, she doesn't live there, dude. That was your job. You were supposed to find them a place, but you failed. So not having any time left, knowing they were about to arrive with the baby and with Drusilla, she went ahead and got a place online. Good for her. She doesn't know the neighborhoods. She fell for the old, wide angle lens photography that makes the tiny apartment look livable. So you can't blame her. That's really cowardly of him. That's very low of him, I think. So Jihoon is like always, like this whole season basically is Jihoon looking at the floor, being ashamed, like, I know I messed up. That's all he has to say. He knows he messed up. He knows he screwed up, but he never changes his behavior. He just whines about how, oh, I'm sorry. I know I did the wrong thing. But, dude, change your behavior or just grow up a little something. Okay. Tim and Elicea. His mom comes to visit him. And we have to talk all about the cheating again. That's going to be just the through line with Tim and Elicea. The cheating, the affair. The mom talks about it. His friends talk about it. Elisa's talking. I mean, everyone, they're just never going to forget this. It's never going to go away. It's like the "You're not my soulmate" from Tanya to Sinjin. I don't know if this is ever going to lose its toxicity. We'll have to see. All right. So let's just pass right by that. Not that interesting of a segment. And we're going to go to Ariela and Biniyam. Okay. He says he was really, really sad when Ariela went back to America. And he feels like her coming there to have the baby in Ethiopia is a tremendous blessing. He's so happy to see her at the airport. This is not fake. He has roses. He buys roses for her. And he even knows to take them out of the tacky plastic so that they look prettier. It's a little classy touch there. And it's kind of sweet because Ariela's mom says that she loves him at first sight because he can see how much he loves her daughter. So I don't know, this might be, I was joking about it being white privilege and rando beach boy. And I keep saying beach. It's not a beach. I don't know why I keep saying that. It's just because the way it sounded. But Addis Ababa is not a beach town. So he was just, I think, on his way to work out. Maybe I imagined it being on the bank of a river or something. I don't know. But anyway, but I, was calling it white privilege and rando boy. And I don't know, seeing them together, I think this is love. I really do. It's kind of sweet. I was surprised to have these feelings for them, but yeah, I think it might be real. Okay, now Kenny and Armando. We have Kenny and Armando, and they're just, oh God. At this point, they're just by far, hands down, the most lovable couple, the most real couple. Oh God, that whole thing with Armando telling his mother and father, really coming out to them again. Because the first time he came out, they kicked him back in the closet and locked the door and made him get married, or he decided to get married to please them. So him coming out again, it's exhausting to even think about. And his mother was just so loving, and the mother is just like, I don't care, you're my son. And the father, the father was also basically like, I'm never not going to love you. You're my son. How could you possibly think I don't love you? And he said that with like tears welling up in his eyes, which was very sweet. But the father's going to take longer to accept this. The father's definitely going to take longer. He's not going to be like, oh yay, oh come on over, let's all party together. No, he's a long way from that. But it was important that he said, I love you. I don't want this bond between us to be broken. So that means the door's open. It could take him a long time to come around. You can't rush people that are so mired in a culture and in ways of thinking that have been there forever. People don't change overnight just because you say, hey, that's wrong. That's a wrong way of thinking. You have to educate them, and they have to get used to it, and hopefully it'll come, because both parents definitely love their son, obviously. All right. So Kenny is, of course, bringing his dog, and they're going to spend some time alone for like a week and organize the house, and then they're going to drive back 4 hours to San Felipe, because the town they're going to is 4 hours away. He wants to be someplace where he doesn't really know people in case they're judged. So then after a week, they're going to drive back, and they're going to get Hannah and bring her down and then install her, and then she's going to go to school in that other town. And she's so excited. She's very excited. She's going to have 2 dads. Yeah, she's adorable, absolutely adorable. He's done a great job with her, and definitely. Um, Armando's mom is so loving. I'm sorry that the dad didn't come to see him off, but the mother could not have been more loving. And she says that, she doesn't know Kenny yet, but she's definitely open to meeting him. She wants to be in her son's life no matter what. So I think she will be there when Kenny and Armando come. The father might not show up, but the mother will be there to meet Kenny for sure. She's going to want to see, who is this man my son is going to be with. I guarantee you. Okay. And again, dad doesn't see him off, which makes him very sad, but it shouldn't be surprising. I think that was hopeful when he told him, again, I'm not going back in the closet. I am gay. I have a partner. This is his name. He's coming here. The fact that the father didn't storm off and say, I'm not listening to this nonsense. The door is open. A crack, but the door is open. Okay. Tim and Elicea, this better get more interesting, because all it's going to be is affair. He's talking to his psychiatrist, and he's saying, that I'm afraid she's not going to accept me. I just don't feel secure. The psychiatrist says he's not all in. He's not really thinking about what he's doing, and it's nothing. It's like a whole big ball of nothing. So they're really going to have to work hard to make this couple interesting, because right now I just want to fast forward as soon as I see them. So, all right, Jenny and Sumit. Well, Jenny still does not know if Sumit is telling the truth about the divorce. She is looking for papers, for documentary evidence. Again, things work different in India. It's not necessarily normal for everyone to throw out copies of every single, step along the way in a divorce to all the parties. They're very big on privacy with documents in India. So it's possible that they may have records that they're keeping in terms of Sumit's financial records and how much the bride's family paid for the wedding and things like that. But he might not have court documents. Again, I have to ask. I'm going to ask my friend this. I'm going to talk to her in a few days. Ooh, sudden wardrobe change. A little something came up at home, so I'm just going to finish this video with a slight costume change. Okay, so we were talking about divorce in India, how complicated it is, and how it's hard to get receipts. It's not like it is here. Also, if you have to go to a courthouse to get anything in India, it's like it's the circles of hell. I mean, it's really complicated and difficult, and you have to be very, very patient. And as in any kind of bureaucratic issue, banking, anything like that in India, you have to be super patient, very sweet, and just kind of kill everybody with kindness, but also be firm. And you will get eventually what you need. But the American way does not work there. Let's put it that way. It has to be done kind of in this very graceful, very polite dance that you do with people. Okay, so basically, he's hoping that his lawyer will, if he doesn't have something, he will be able to at least give her more information, and that Jenny will feel better actually speaking to the lawyer. Like I said, I'm going to have to check with my girlfriends if you would be able to actually have some kind of papers at an earlier stage in a divorce before it's final to prove that it is in fact going through. She might say absolutely, and like I said, I'm going to call her in the next few days, so I will definitely let you know. But the legal system and the judicial system in India is so complicated. It's sort of based on the British system, but they have their own way of doing things, and the cats are going crazy. Someone's trying to get in that door, and the other one just broke in this door. And there's no privacy in this house. These cats are taking over. They're taking over. Okay, so now we're going to go back to Ariela and Biniyam. They're all nervous, of course. Obviously, Ariela hates the apartment. It's dark and sad, especially by American standards, and the bathroom is subpar even for African standards. A middle-class place should not have a bathroom like that in an African city. you can do better than that. But you know, again, he's hustling. He's out there working. This is not Jihoon. Biniyam is a hustler and a hard worker. So I have a feeling it might have been, you know, one of the best places he could find, or the best he could do, perhaps. And then she talks about, you know, the smell of mildew. Yeah, that's kind of the tropical world. It's something that's very hard to combat, no matter how wealthy you are. It's something that you constantly have to be on top of. It's one of the smells of tropical Africa and other parts of the world. Okay, so he says they will get a new place. Now she's being very direct and saying, you know, no, this place is not, no, not, this is dark and depressing, and the bathroom is, forget it, I'm not living here. So she's being very direct, but she's not being horrible about it, really. I mean, she's trying to be respectful and polite, and she's trying to realize that he has done this and thinks he's doing the best he can, and maybe he is doing the best he can. So I like the way she's not hateful. She doesn't immediately respond and say, you know, what the hell's wrong with you? I like the way that she speaks to him. I mean, Biniyam is clearly really embarrassed. I feel bad for him. He has such a sweet face and such a nice smile, and I will be sorely disappointed if he turns out to be a major player or jerk face or something, because I like him, but then every time I say that, I feel like taking it back later, so we'll see. All right, Devon and Jihoon. He confesses that he has no money because he put all his money toward his legal debt. He lied because he was afraid that she would not come if he told her the truth, that he didn't have any money. He's frustrated. She's so fed up. She's angry in a kind of a quiet way, which is more dangerous. Quiet anger is more dangerous sometimes than rage. And he says, you know, don't grumpy, stop. Like, please don't be grumpy. And, you know, the thing is, though, if you want her to stop being grumpy, stop lying. You keep lying. You think it's going to make things easier for you, but it never does. I guarantee you it never has. It's such a hard lesson to learn in life. Anyway, so Deavan says very coldly and very deliberately to him, I'm leaving. I'm going to stay in a hotel with my mom. And when she goes back, I'm flying home with her. And I'm taking the kids. So, wow. Okay. On that note, thank you so much for joining me. I have actually done 4 videos. I've filmed 4 videos today, mostly tonight. So I'm going to edit like a little fiend tomorrow because I'm getting a lot faster at it. And hopefully I will have 2 weeks worth of videos up for you, and then I'll be totally current, which will be very exciting because I haven't been current, I think, since the first episode. Because again, as a new content creator, it does take me a while to get up to speed, and I do want to make, you know, nice videos for you with little inserts and fun stuff and photos and music. And again, apologies for this voice. It might be this way for another month or so. There's one particular tree, the camphor tree down here, that we are not friends, but you know what? I've made my peace. That's just the way it is. All the pills or allergy pills or whatever that you take in the world cannot help me. But you know what? It's not so bad. With all the things going on in the world, it's okay. If allergies is, you know, my Achilles heel, I'm good with it. Anyway, I'm very happy that you came. Please remember to like and subscribe. I would love you to be part of this little circle. And again, I'd love to hear your comments, your thoughts, what other shows you would like me to recap, because I watch them all. I don't watch the weird ones like My 600-Pound Life or My Strange Obsession, or no. I'm pretty much like Shaws of Sunset, Real Housewives. You know, I don't like to go too far into the like Love After Lockup. No, Yeah, no. I watch other recappers do those shows, and I'm like, okay, that's fun for me to watch them, but my heart would not be in it to do it. It's almost like easy pickings, you know, when you're like Love After Lockup. Talk about easy pickings. Those poor people. Those poor people. Anyway, do come see me again. Look for new content. And after these 4 videos are I don't know what's going to happen with that, with the algorithms, but I'm putting out 4 videos very close together, hopefully by tomorrow night. So then look, you know, regularly. I should be putting out 2 a week. The Happily Ever After and The Other Way. And they should be done within like 2 days of each airing. So I'll be very relieved to be caught up. Anyway, thank you so much. Take care of yourself. Come back and see me, judge with me, and I'll see you soon. Bye.